Hey everyone, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I will be doing my top 10 favorite bands of all time. So basically my plan of attack for this video is to list them from 10 to 1 and then answer questions about them, which I have right here and I wrote them down because I'm lame. Okay, so the first question is, when did you first start listening to this band? Second is, ever seen them live? Third, ever met them? Fourth, favorite album? Fifth, favorite song? Sixth, favorite member. So the band that will be coming in 10th place is New Year's Day. So let's just get into the questions. When did you first start listening to them? I first started listening to New Year's Day probably early this year. So have I ever seen New Year's Day live? Yes, I have actually, and it was actually really recent. It was October 17th of this year, and it was really awesome. I got spit on by Jeremy, and I got stared at by Ashley for pretty much the whole show, so it was really awesome. Have I ever met them? And yes, I have. I met them the same day at their meet and greet that they had, and I only have a picture with Ashley, but I did meet the entire band. I've signed things to prove it. Also, if you want to see any of these meet and greet pictures, if you go down into the description, there's a link for my first backup Instagram, and that has every single meet and greet picture I've ever taken since September of last year, and there's a lot on there, so if you ever want to see any of these, just go to that page and you can see all of them. Favorite album? I gotta go Epidemic because it's awesome. Favorite song? My favorite song by New Year's Day has to be either Defame Me or The Other Side. And lastly, my favorite member. My favorite member is Ashley Costello because she is so pretty and I really want to do her hair on my own head very badly soon. Probably next year, hopefully sometime. Now, coming in 9th place is Bring Me the Horizon. When did I first start listening to Bring Me the Horizon? I started listening to Bring Me the Horizon probably the same time I started listening to New Year's Day, early this year. Have I ever seen them live? Yes, I have. On October 7th, 2015. I saw Bring Me the Horizon live and I cried a lot. Have I ever met them? No, I have not, very sadly, but at that concert, I was noticed by Oliver Sykes, and I will insert that video right here. It was a very emotional time for me. Also, in that video, those were not my screams. Those were the screams of my friends. So, shout out to Sebastian and Sam. Sam, video creds, and Sebastian, scream creds. Love you guys. Favorite album? That's A Spirit, because every single song on that, even though it's new, is just amazing. Favorite song? My favorite song by Bring Me the Horizon is actually House of Wolves. Favorite member? Oliver Sykes, because he's very attractive. And not just that, I mean, he's obviously also a great person, and I just love him, so yeah. Coming in 8th place is Tonight Alive. Now, I wasn't gonna put Tonight Alive actually on my list, but I needed to because I've written a few songs in my lifetime. In this year, I wrote a few songs, and the musical inspiration is pretty much inspired by Tonight Alive. So yes, they've inspired me musically very greatly. When did I start listening to Tonight Live? I started listening to Tonight Live probably around April of this year, I think. Have I ever seen them live? No, I have not, but I'm hoping to see them in March. Fingers crossed. Have I ever met them? Again, no, I have not. Favorite album? The Other Side. Favorite song? This song is probably my favorite song in the entire world, and I said that in my last video. It's Human Interaction. Brand new. Depending on when you're watching this. As of this date, it's brand new. And yeah. And my favorite member is Jenna McDougall. Because, I mean, look at Jenna McDougall, man. Like, she's very, very pretty, and she has an awesome voice, and I definitely aspire from her. In 7th place is Set It Off. When did I start listening to Set It Off? I started listening to them early this year. Have I ever seen them live? Yes, I did. I saw them live, Warped Tour this year, which was, for me, July 14th. So, they were awesome, and I got crowd surfed on twice. I mean, like, who crowd surfs during Set It Off? If you've ever listened to Set It Off, and if you haven't, listen to them now. They're not a crowd surfing band. Who crowd surfs during Set It Off? What's wrong with you? For reals. Have I ever met them? And I met 3 out of 4 members at Warped Tour. Favorite album? I gotta, this one's really hard. It's between Cinematics, I think that's how you pronounce it, and, Duality. I'm just gonna go with both, Cinematics and Duality, because, yes. Favorite song? It's a tie for me between Swan Song and Bad Guy. Favorite member? My favorite member is Cody frickin' Carson, because Cody Carson is awesome. In 6th place is Sounds Like Harmony. Now, if you don't know who Sounds Like Harmony is, it is one person. His name is Tyler, and he's very awesome, and yes, yeah. I first started listening to Sounds Like Harmony probably like mid this year. Yeah, mid this year. Ever seen them live? Yes, I saw him live September 24th, and it was awesome. Ever met them? Again, yes I have, September 24th, and it was awesome. Favorite album? I'm gonna go with Nightmare, and also his brand new EP that's coming out, the Smile I'm Not Okay EP. I've heard 3 songs off of it, and every single one is amazing. If you've never actually heard of Sounds Like Harmony, he's acoustic, and he's really, really good, and he's really, really sweet, so go listen to him. Now, after you're done watching this video, okay, cool. Favorite song? This one's hard. I gotta go Hospital, because that song really means a lot to me, so Hospital. Favorite member, and it would obviously be Tyler. In 5th place is All Time Low. When did I first start listening to All Time Low? I first started listening to All Time Low probably early this year. Ever seen them live? Yes, I have. I saw them live last April, and I will be seeing them live again next week, a week from yesterday, and I was like shaking in class the other day just thinking about it, and ever met them? No, I have not, and it's really sad. Favorite album? This is hard. Every single album they have ever put out is good. I'm gonna go Don't Panic. Favorite song? I have a tie between 2. Dancing with Wolf, and If These Sheets Were States. Favorite member? Alex Gaskarth. 4th place. Even though they aren't a band, really, I put them in there anyways. Juliet Sims. I started listening to her solo stuff in June. And her Automatic Love Letter stuff, I've only actually listened to it a few times because I don't really like it, to be honest. I prefer her solo stuff, and even though it is only 1 EP, it's my lifeline. I would take that album through an IV, and that doesn't even make sense, but I would. No, I haven't. I missed her at Warped Tour because I was meeting other people. Have I ever met them? Yes, I did. I met Juliet at Warped Tour. And again, it was July 14th, 2015. She was the sweetest little pumpkin pie ever. Like, oh my gosh, she was so sweet. And me hugging her is my profile photo on Twitter and Instagram. I don't think it's on anything else, but yeah. Oh my god, Sweetest Little Bean, oh my goodness. Favorite album? I'm gonna go with the All or Nothing EP. Like I said, I could take it through an IV. It is so good. Every single song on it is just amazing. Favorite song? I'm gonna go with Evangeline or End of the World. But again, every single song on her solo EP is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Favorite member would obviously be Juliet because she's the only one. I'm gonna scoot in for this one. Now, we're at the top three. Top three, guys. We're almost done, and these three were very hard to narrow down. So in third place is Pierce the Veil. When did I first start listening to Pierce the Veil? I first started listening to Pierce the Veil October 31st, 2014. Ever see them live? I've seen them live 3 times. 3 times. Once in November of 2014, once in February of 2015, and then at Warped Tour this year. I've ever met them. I've met them twice. I met them in November and I met them in July. Favorite album? I'm gonna go with Collide with the Sky just because that album kind of changed my entire life. So, yeah. Favorite song? My favorite song by them? I said in my last video, I said it was King for a Day, but it's kind of between that and Tangled and The Great Escape. Favorite member? Here we go. Coming in second place is 5 Seconds of Summer. I started listening to 5 Seconds of Summer in August of 2014. Out of this list, they're the band I've been listening to the longest and the band I've liked the longest. Ever seen them live? Yes, I have. I've seen them live twice. I saw them in August of 2014 and then in September of this year. Ever met them? No, I have not. Favorite album? I'm gonna be completely honest here. I gotta go with the Amnesia EP, just cause literally when that came out, like, I died a little bit internally. Favorite song? I'm gonna go Airplanes. Airplanes off of Sounds Good, Feels Good. Favorite member? Michael Gordon Clifford, cause I get emotional just saying his name. Again, really close for this one. In first place, my favorite band in the entire world ever is very surprising, actually. Sleeping with Sirens. When did I start listening to them? I started listening to them October 4th, 2014. Ever seen them live? I've seen them live 3 times. Once in November, then in February, and then in June. And I'll be seeing them next week, a week from yesterday, with All Time Low. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Not okay, and it's not alright. I'm not okay, and it's not alright. Ever met them? I have met the whole band once in November, and then I met Kellen again. I'm trying to think this. I met Kellen again in June. Favorite album? I gotta go Madness, just cause it's madness, you know? Favorite song? I'm just gonna say what I said in the last video, Kick Me. Gotta go Kick Me. Favorite member? Kellen Quinn. And I'm just gonna stop there so I don't have to start crying, because that's very emotional. Kellen's just an emotional topic for me. So thank you all so much for watching. If you didn't know how band obsessed I was, now you know. Hope you enjoyed this somewhat. If you found pleasure in this, awesome. I kind of made this just so you guys can learn a little bit more about me and stuff. Please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All my social media links are in the description below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.